Hello! I just managed to kill the PSoc inside my UD3 by probably a primary strike which struck some LED strips which then killed the UD3. You know, that sort of messy stuff. And I really wondered what happened inside the chip. Now, I've seen quite a few videos online that tell you like, yo, you can decap chips without acid and without anything, nasty. By heating them up and then trying to carefully crack off the epoxy. And I think I might just give that a try, because it is dead, but it's not entirely dead. It pulls like 2 amps, or even more. I think I limited it to 2 amps and it got to like 4 volts or whatever. And, but the bootloader and everything worked, right? So the CPU inside the thing isn't dead, but something else died, and I really want to see what it is. So, I'll try to decap it now. Now, usually the way you do this is you use like nitric acid and sulfuric acid and, more acid and even more acid and like very high concentrations, which I can't get. I think I could actually get it. I have some low concentration sulfuric acid and some nitrates, but I'm not going to distill that. I'm not stupid, and I have no idea about chemistry, so I will definitely not attempt that. I'll probably be the last thing that I try. And yeah, because of that, I'm gonna just attempt this. We'll see how well this works. It might completely fail and ruin the UD3. The UD3? Yeah, the UD3 is already ruined. That has not got any controller on it anymore. But it might ruin the die. Anyway, I'll attempt this and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep the recording going. I don't know if I'll actually say anything. I probably talk to myself a lot, but what's new about that? So we'll just start heating. I'm gonna just go all in. Full heat, full airflow, and hope it's not gonna start to smell all that bad, because I've tried this before and it was just horrendous. But that was with a very old IC, so I hope they've changed this a bit. I have no idea for how long you're supposed to run this. Oh, it is already getting very soft. Oh yeah. Now you can see how floppy it is. My hot air station is set to 500 degrees Celsius, the maximum they can go to, and 120 liters per minute airflow. I'm not sure how accurate that is actually, but oh, hello. Starting to reveal something, I think. Maybe not. Oh, the epoxy cracked in the center. I hope that's not the die that just cracked. That would be nice. Even though I do suspect that we will crack the die at some point. I'm sorry if I get my head in the way, I just need to see what's going on myself. And so far it's not looking too promising. Oh, it just cracked in the center. Right, I'm gonna get some other pliers. Keep heating that thing. And we'll see if we can pull it apart. Gonna have to search for those pliers, because obviously I don't know where they are. That would be too easy. So let's have a look here. That didn't work. That also didn't work. So you can see that this thing has got sort of a crack across the bottom. Like, I can't point at it because it's hot. But you see where it is. It's not that invisible. Hello? I think I can see the bottom of the lead frame and the die, yes. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, because it is quite far away. But there's sort of a bit of shiny stuff there. Let's see how far we can go with this. Ah, no, I see a cracked piece of the die. Damn it. Yeah, wasn't that expectable. I didn't expect any different, to be honest, but let's see how much more we can reveal without breaking it completely. Okay, so there's even more cracked die, and now we're fucked. Because, look at this. I now have no more place to grab onto this thing here and chisel away at the epoxy, so, crap. Thinking how I can best sort of get in between the epoxy and the chip. Can't really see a way, unless maybe if I took a knife to it. And that has broken off the die. Alright, complete fail. Yeah, I did. Honestly, I did expect that to happen. Yeah, there it is. Well, at least we can see the bottom of the die. Yeah, that was worthless. Completely worthless. Well, yeah. Can see that a piece of the die is there. Oh, let me just put away my hot air station thing. Gun. No, it's not a gun. Thing. There you go. So, you can see if I can just pick... Is this still hot? No, I don't think it's too hot anymore. You can see this is the lead frame. No, it's not... Is it technically called the lead frame? It's sort of the carrier for the chip. And this is basically where the die sits on. It's been soldered down to this. You can see the remains of the solder. Why am I pointing with a screw? That's dumb. Let me just point with something much more safe, a knife. Ow, the pliers are hot. So this is where the die sat. Then you had a bit of a space here. And this is where the actual leads of the thing were attached to, which I think then get laser cut or cut somehow. And then the epoxy gets sort of squirted all around it. And yeah. I guess that's the end of this attempt. You can see that there's a little left of the die in here, but it's also not really a lot. I can try to zoom in, but I know that it's not gonna look good anyway. Because it's just too close, and I'm not gonna get at the microscope for this, it's just not worth it. So it's sort of a piece of epoxy, sort of, it ends about here. And then there's leftover of the die. Yeah. Unfortunately, maybe you should have tried it with acid. I guess the issue was that it just stuck too well to the epoxy itself. Because the epoxy itself disintegrated very well. You can see sort of where the actual leads were. Yeah. Interesting, but didn't achieve what we tried to. At least we sort of got revenge on that thing, almost killing my IGBTs when it died. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time, I guess.